What's up? How you guys doing? I wish I came out to some cool, badass music. Like, that's like the coolest thing to do, like coming out on stage as a comic, is coming out to like some badass song. Like, I remember one time I came out to Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangsta. And it was awesome because all the black people in the audience were like, did that white boy just come out to Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangsta about the Ghetto Boys? And all the white people were like, did that guy just come out to the song from Office Space? And then all the black people were like, yeah, what the fuck is Office Space? And all the white people were like, who the fuck are the Ghetto Boys? It was awesome. It was like mass confusion amongst the races. I wish we could do that again tonight. Do we have any fans of hip-hop music in here? Yeah. You know, I used to be a fan of hip-hop music. I really did. But then it got unrelatable to me. Like, I couldn't relate to what they were talking about. They're all like, yeah, Lamborghinis, Mercedes, Jaguars. I'm like, I drive a Camry. Like, we're not on the same. Like, you're driving cars that haven't even come out yet, and I'm driving like hand-me-downs from my great-grandfather that like lived through World War II. Like, there's anti-Nazi propaganda in the glove box. I can't relate. Cannot relate. And then like all these rappers, they started coming up with these new phrases and stuff. And I thought, I was like, I know what you're talking about. I didn't. It's not because I'm white. It's just because, they're rappers. And what was one of the ones that they had is like, riding spinners. Riding spinners. And I was like, well, I know what that is. It's where you stop your car and your hubcap rolls off and you gotta go chase it. It's like, oh no, that's not it. 0 for 1. 0 for 1. And then they had I'm riding dirty. And I was like, oh my god, you eat potato chips in your car too and get the crumbs all over the floor mats? No. 0 for 2. And then they came up with this thing that it's like, I'm so hard, man. Like, I'm so hard. And that means like, yo, I'm badass. Like, if you mess with me, like, I will cut you. Like, you will die. I did not take it that way. Because this is when like Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z came out, like that music video, and I was like, oh, well, if I was on a boat and I was drinking champagne and girls were all up dancing in my face like that, like I'd be hard too. And I was like, oh no, all right, you know what, I give up. Can't do it. Like I heard this song the other day, and this guy, he came out, he's like, I got a Jaguar, I bought a Mercedes, it's all chromed out with Lamborghini wheels. I was like, whoa! That is out of my league. Because like as a New Yorker, like I don't know what it's like to drive, like I can relate to public transportation. If there was a rapper that came out and was like, I bought a Metro Pass, it cost me $30, unlimited rides, on the G train, meow. It's not like a cat. So like, I can relate to that. I can't relate to the whole dog sound, Cannot relate to that. You know what song I can't relate to though? Is Grenade by Bruno Mars. You guys know that song? Yeah, I don't even think Bruno Mars can relate to that song. I will catch a grenade for you. No, you won't. No, you won't. Who are you kidding? Like, and it's because of that song that I realized how literal girls actually take song lyrics. Like, I was with this girl and we were at the club and that song came on. And I get real close and I like sing it into her ear and she like snuggles up to me and I'm like, hell yeah. Like, this is going my way. And it was only after we left the club. And we're walking back and she looks at me and she's like, it was so sweet, we said in the club to midnight. And I was like, here we go. And I was like, what did I say to you? And she's like, that thing you said about you catching a grenade from me, that was so romantic. I told my sisters and my mom and my cousins and my future bridesmaids and they all think you're a keeper. Maybe we should talk about this before you go and post as your Facebook status. Miscommunication. Like, where do you think we're gonna go that I'm gonna be like catching grenades for you? Babe, it's the 1 year anniversary and I thought enough of that movie and dinner pish posh. We're gonna go to some place where you can actually catch a grenade for me. East Compton. Wow. like catch a grenade for you. Like, how would it even work for a guy? Like, what would be the ideal outcome of that? Like, he blows up. He's like in heaven looking down. He's like, God, babe, I love you so much. So I caught this grenade for you, and now you're just going, fucking that guy. Like, what? Like, how? Like, I didn't even have to catch that grenade. Like, we were out of the blast radius, but I ran in, and I one hand caught that, and I pulled it in, and I was like, I love you. And then that was it. But I did that because I love you, and this is how you repay me. Bullshit, man. Some bullshit. Like, I'll catch a foul ball for you. But like only if it's at a Yankee game, and like only if I have my glove. Because barehanded, like that shit hurts. That shit hurts. And it has to come to me. It has to come to me. Because if I have to like spill my beer and nachos, like it's not worth it. But James, I caught herpes for you. Yeah, well, I didn't force you to catch herpes. I just neglected to tell you I had it until the morning after. So. Do you know the only guy who can actually use I have herpes as a pickup line and make it work is like Matthew McConaughey? Like that guy could, like he could just walk up to a girl and be like, well, alright man, alright, here's what we're gonna do. I have the HERPs, man, and I'm about to give it to you tonight. She'd be like, oh my God, give it to me, I wanted it my whole entire life, thank you so much. Oh man. You know what is so like more awkward than this right now? Have you ever been with a girl, guys? And she looks at you and she's like, do you have like a sex CD that you can put on? And you're like, how long do you think this is gonna last? Like 12 songs. You need to cut that down. Like if this was the Sex Olympics, like I'm not even bringing home the bronze. And she's like, well, do you have a sex song? Keep cutting those expectations down. Well, I was like, well, what do you have? It's like, I have a sex verse and half of a chorus. That's what I have. Like, that's a good night for me. And like, my song is like Back at One by Brian McKnight. You guys know that song? So I push play, it's like 1, you're like a dream come true. 2, just wanna be with you. 3, girl, it's plain to see. And then I'm gone, that's it. And yes, that is the noise that I make when I orgasm. I promise you it's more magical in the bedroom than it is on the stage. And she looks at me and she's like, that's it? And I was like, might I remind you about the last time we had sex to that song? 1. Like, I made it to 3. Give me credit for that. Thank you guys. You have been awesome. Thank you.